Yes, here we go. It's been long overdue now. I saw it again and I said, you know what? I'm going to nip this right in the bud. Welcome back to the Date Masters channel. I am the Date Master. We're going to chop up some good game. And like I said, again, I'm speaking to men. And again, if women choose to listen, which in most cases, most won't, they'll listen to see what kind of edge, what kind of loophole they can find to finagle their way back into doing the same bullshit that got them listening to this content in the first place. They'll find a way to loop right back around, do the baby mama, baby daddy dance again, and blame men for it. But yeah, that won't work. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of you men have been seeing this, and again, and particularly speaking to black men, when you see this content, my content is, again, targeted to young black males, older black males that may, be seeking enlightenment when it comes to female nature, doing inventory on self, finding yourself. I have that information as well. But what I notice is that, I know you guys notice this too, you're starting to see this post float around, this "I wish black men love black women" gaslighting blame game bullshit. Again, just check my last video. This is another extension of the panic attack that is taking place. The quote unquote high value, not even just a high value male, it is a black male exodus that's taking place. And they know this. This is why you're seeing the gaslighting blame game ensue. See, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why and when women post this, because timing is everything. When you see black women posting this, again, they're on a run of consistent or consecutive failed romantic relationships, encounters, long-term relationships, etc. I see a lot of things when I get on social media. And again, this is why I really do not entertain anything other than business. I may like and, react to some posts, but as far as engaging in conversation on social media is futile. I see a lot of black women just outright disrespect their husbands and significant others casually. I mean, just casually. And in their mind, they think they're not doing anything wrong. I seen a woman post, and this woman I believe is married. She posted, "Sometimes I'm scared to be in a relationship due to the men killing women propaganda that is floating around." Again, yes, we do know a lot of domestic violence take place, but the thing with the domestic violence is that it has already been debunked that most domestic violence situation, or not most, but a good portion, I wouldn't say most, are incited by the women, i.e. the women disrespecting their men, going to lengths to even putting their hands on men. You've seen countless videos. You have countless stories right now where the woman has killed their significant other on a false premise, not out of self-defense, not out of fear of life, but just the anticipation that this man may cheat. Or even if he was cheating, these women go to lengths of throwing feces on their husbands, shooting their significant other's windows out because of cheating. So let's cut the bullshit. But yes, I see a lot of disrespectful posts by women that are married and are with great men. It is a slap in the face, and the men, again, they don't check it, but I will. And it's not my business, hey, but we're going to call out the behavior. But you see this gaslighting blame game. But when this happened, again, this is a testament or a fail-safe when consistent or consecutive romantic relationships have went to the ground. They have burned. They have, sometimes they don't even get off the ground. So what women do with this technique or this tactic is they want to gauge the masses of men to see how they truly feel. And I see a few men comment, but kudos to you men. I engage you or encourage you not to engage in these conversations. When you see these women make these gaslighting, blame game posts, ignore them. Because what they're trying to do is get a temperature check on the masses of the men in their circle. Because again, women, they'll be friends with you and hate you with everything in them. They'll hate your guts, but they will remain friends with you to keep up and to make sure that you're not advancing to a certain level, to make sure that you're not developing a certain following from certain content. They will watch you, but they'll act like they don't see you. They go to your page, they look at your story. They want to make sure they have a they have a pulse on what's taking place in the male spaces. So they do this to get a temperature check on the masses, just to see who's going to come and say, baby, I love me some black women. I love black women. But these same guys are not married. And this is the thing when it comes to this simp culture. You have these cucks trying to come out to be women's rights advocates. They're such proponents of support for black women, yet they have not married one. Isn't that crazy to you? You love black women that you will jump in the front of a bus at any given moment, but you have not married one yet. Make that make sense. I'll give you an example. If a person was to come to me and say, man, I love Marvel movies, man. I'm just a Marvel fanatic. I love Marvel, but oh yeah, me too. What's your favorite movie? Let's say the Avengers Endgame. Oh yeah, what was your favorite part? And they can't tell you. Oh, what about when and you get to talking about the movie and they can't elaborate or follow up, and you can kind of tell they haven't watched the movie. You can liken it to that. But you see the gaslight blame game come into play when it is certain panic. They know an exodus is taking place and it is all your fault. Women have yet to take any blame. At any given moment, they're going to point the finger at men. They're going to blame men for making them single mothers. They're going to blame men for them picking them when they have a DM full of unread messages by men that they find undesirable. So if it was truly the man's power of selection, how do you have so many unread DMs by men, but men don't have a lot of unread DMs by women? So the blame game, again, it has ran its course, ladies. I'm sorry to tell you that shit won't work, because, again, I'm seeing men interact less and less and less on these posts. And, again, if you listen to this, do not engage in these conversations. Let that shit sit. The days of talking is over. It's 95% action. The only time we talk is to get confirmation, give instruction, get a reading. Hey, confirm. Hey, we're going to do this. Okay, cool. Hey, I appreciate that. Show acknowledgement, support. But we won't be engaging in any type of dialogue when it comes to male and female dynamics from a sexual, from a relationship standpoint. We won't be engaging you in that any longer. That is a wrap. That's a dub. So again, they're going to start making these posts. They're going to get more. They're going to try to reword them to trigger you to engage them more and more. The more you ignore them, the more they're going to tweak the post. They're going to add their own little spin on it to try to engage, because they need a reading on you to make sure that the bullshit that they're doing is still acceptable. This is the result of a transgendered mindset. See, what you have with a lot of women, black women in particular, they think that they're men. Again, and the reverse psychology tactics are very cunning, I must say. You have women beating you to the post. You can't call me a hoe. I'ma announce that I'm a hoe. So you have these women announcing the multiple men that they're dating, talking about squirting and pee and all of this type of shit. And you guys fall up under the comments just like so. You get women talking about sex, you guys are going to come out the woodwork. You guys come out the woodwork. See, I told you, you nasty. That's what my girl. Shut the fuck up. You ain't getting no pussy. Because if you was, you wouldn't be chomping at the bit every time a woman posts about sex. Because you would be so used to it that it wouldn't even be entertaining, or it wouldn't attract you in the fashion that it does. You catch the same guys under these posts when these chicks talk about I squirted, is it pee, and all this type of shit. Here you go. Putting your cape on with your fantasy. Yeah, see, I told you. See, y'all, Nick. Shut the fuck up. That shit beta as hell. You engage in a woman that you have no sexual history with and won't ever have any sexual encounter with, but you do this in hopes that she will interact with you. Or some other women under the post may interact with you because you have the other women that are cut from the same cloth. This same way you see in this thumbnail. 2 different women, and again, we're going to keep them anonymous. There's no need to put them on blast, but you see 2 different women, same exact post, same words. They're carbon copies of one another. They do not have independent thought. They're conditioned to think alike, which is why most of them act, think, and behave as men. And when they hit the ground face first, they look to men to clean up or blame for them trying to be something that they're not. The gaslighting blame game is over, ladies. I'm sorry to tell you. It's a wrap. Fellas, if you see these type of posts, please ignore them. Go on about your day. Get on your grind. Get on your grind. Because talking about sex with strangers on Facebook, it won't get you sex off of Facebook. In most cases. But this gaslighting tactic that a lot of women use, this is just one of many. There are a few more other ones. Do men still date? Do men still court women? Oh, I see complaints all day now. This is a sign of good times to come. Because order will be restored, ladies. You have power over sex. Yeah, you control who gets the box, yes. But we hold the key to the relationships. We hold the seeds of life. And I was listening to Red Supreme this morning from his stream yesterday. He made a statement. We carry the seeds, and this is not to be insensitive, but just like when a woman has a miscarriage. Have you ever heard of a man having a miscarried seed? Because the baby dies when the environment is not healthy, or when traumatic, or I guess a blunt force trauma or some type of trauma occurs when the fetus is already in the developmental stages. So if let's say you can't carry, but this woman can, again, I hold the seed to life. So I put it in the richest soil that will bring that seed to fruition. Ladies, you have the key to sex. You determine who has sex. You choose the sexual experience. We choose whether it is ongoing from a relationship standpoint. We choose what benefits you get and what benefits you don't get. We choose the treatment and respect you get. You choose the sex. But the smart women know that their femininity and power rest in their submission and their feminine energy and support for a man of the Most High, a man that walks straight. You can control any man you want, ladies, if only you knew the gifts that you had. But most of you are too arrogant and too delusional to understand that. You don't read. We know this. Because a lot of black women are quote unquote Christians. And we know if you really read the Bible, you will be running from the goddamn church. So we know you don't really read. You read posts, you read memes from celebrity relationships, Sierra prayers, thinking it's going to work for you. A beautiful fool that you are. A beautiful fool indeed. But I see these posts, and again, I'm seeing less and less engagement from men. Keep it up, fellas. You're doing a great job. Do not engage. Anytime you see these gaslighting posts, ignore them. Ignore them. Because they know what's to come. This is fear. This is nothing but fear coming out. They're trying to get a post check to make sure, hey, okay, I'm still, okay. And you got, here you come. What you mean? I love me some black women. Where's yours? Where's your wife? You're such an advocate. Where's your wife? See, we're gonna cut the bullshit. This pandering and all of this. We get it. We know you have to advocate to make sure that your patrons, which are majority women, come and patronize your business. We know that you have to support certain agendas and narratives. We get it. We get it. But again, fellas, you see these, again, same exact post, 2 different women, 2 different dates. The fire is rising. The temperature is rising. It's getting real hot in the kitchen. I'm seeing a lot of these posts complaining about courting, courtship, dating. Is marriage even a goal for men nowadays? Baby, it's a wrap. Enjoy your career. Enjoy your C230 Benz, whatever Benz, the small one, whichever Benz you get. Enjoy your, when you take it to get an oil change, it's $1,600, and then you got to get the brake readjusted because everything is digital. It has to be put on the computer. Enjoy that. This is what you wanted. Enjoy it. But this is just, again, an example of the transgendered mindset of women, and you definitely have a transgendered mindset of men. I may do a video on that separate, because we're in reversed roles, and this is all by design. This is all by design. None of this that you're saying is happenstance, or just, this just so happened to take place this way. Only in the black community do you see this, because of the engineering, the condition, the brokenness, and the arrested development of black men and women. But you guys, let me know what you think about this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's the Date Master.